I'm Real Genetic Demon, and this is What's on the Tape, Season 20, Volume 8. And it's the second side of this Dixon's tape that we had last week. We had some success with it. There was some good stuff and there was some bad stuff, but quite a lot of not loading. We had a little bit of that. So hopefully we'll have better luck with side 2, but we have a bit of a history with side 2. It kind of doesn't go very well. But before we put this into a tape drive, I've got to remind you that you still got a choice on what I play at the end of the season. And the first choice was Karate Aces, which has some classic games on here, which was Exploding Fist, Bruce Lee, Kung Fu Master, Avenger, Samurai Trilogy, Uchimata, and Way of the Tiger. Some good stuff on there. That was the first choice. Now, if you want to choose these, go back to the first sort of volume of this season and put your choice in there. That's why I like to clout my choices. However you put it this one, I'll do it as well in the comments. Or you could probably punish me by making me play Game of Set and Match 2 after I played Game Set and Match 1 last season. And this one contains Super Bowl. That actually came with a tape, an audio tape. If you get the full version of it, comes with an audio tape. So that's a Bob Wakeland cover as well, anyway. Winter Olympiads, 88. Basket, cracking basketball game, that. Ian Botham's Test Match. Super Hang-On. Match Day 2. Nick Faldo's Open. I'm sure that was an EC game as well. Championships Sprint, Track and Field, and of course Steve Davis's Snooker. So the question is, which one were you going to choose? So go back to the beginning. I love the fact that says Championship Sprint and it isn't. That one. These are the two swapped pictures. But anyway, yeah. So it's either this one or that one. But go back to the first video if you want to vote on it, or you can vote on it below. I don't really care. So anyway, let's get this into a tape drive. Okay, the tape is in the drive, so we're ready to go. So let's go down to our favourite, Basic. And load. Did it? Have you ever noticed how I go load until I've pressed it? Load it, or load speech marks. Let's press that play button and see what happens. Isn't it funny, though? Isn't it funny nowadays, in modern day gaming-wise? Well, back in the day, there was lots of things like Daley Thompson's Decathlon, Track and Field, Hypersports, all these kind of things where they had like random ways to play real world sports. So, waggle the joystick, you run faster, or in hypersports, left and right to shoot your shotgun and sort of, and do the what's it called clay pigeon shooting, that kind of stuff. Lots of games like that existed. Combat School, where you'd run along. Ooh, Legend of Antrid, good game. Or Sacred Armour of Antrid, isn't it? Not Legend, Sacred Armour of Antrid. I got this on a compilation. I think it was the 6-pack compilation from which was released by Elite, wasn't it? It was really quite good. Anyway, but so back in the day, there was lots and lots of what I would call sports games. They still existed quite a long time into Saturn, into early days of things, and then they just sort of disappeared. Now, I sort of kind of dare you to find too many sort of modern day versions of it. Nowadays, it's football. Or sort of, rugby, but full sport type things, but no sort of, clay pigeon shooting, or what's that one where they go across the snow and then shoot stuff? The Swiss are very good at it. So you ski there and then you shoot. There's a special name for it. Somebody will remember what it is. But there aren't many. There aren't many sort of games that kind of cover those sports anymore. There's no. I mean, I know there's Track and Field and things like that. Track and Field, I think, still exists on the DS, which is the last time I saw it. And that's DS, so we're not talking 3DS here. We're not talking new DS. We're talking like DS when it was just in 2005. So I think for the last 10 years they've been phasing them all out. We've kind of lost all of those other sort of strange sports. I mean, I don't think I've seen a snooker game in years. Or a pool game in years. Don't think I have. I don't know about you, but I'm trying to remember the last time you saw a sports game or something similar that was like that. Or a darts game. Mind you saying that, Sega Superstar, is it Sega Superstar Darts or Sega Darts? Either way, on the DS is, by the way, far one of the most fabulous games ever, because you have to swipe backwards with your stylus and then swipe forwards to throw it at the board. So that's your kind of force, angle and force and whatever else. Really cool. I like that one. It's quite good. That's a pennies game as well. Even better, it's a pennies game because nobody wants to play blooming darts on a DS. I get it, but at the same time, those things, these kind of games have all kind of gone to the wall. They've kind of disappeared, haven't they? Where's all the imaginary future sports that were there, and ones based on stupid games that used to be on years ago? Remember, It's Knockout. I mean, I know it's its presenter is a little bit wrong, but the point was they had that stupid thing with Gunge and whatever else it is, and things. It was ridiculous, but they had that kind of stuff. Gladiators. I know it's back, isn't it? Actually, to be honest, so I haven't seen it yet. I'm sorry, I probably have to watch, but either way, you don't get the same sort of weird and wonderful. One that keeps popping up in my head, and I'm hoping it appears on a What's on Tape at some point. I might just have to do a separate video on its own, only because I've got to move one. My shelves in my room are two cassettes deep. I think I'm up to about 2,000 different Spectrum games at this point, which I think is pretty good. I know the world record's like 5,000 or something similar, but I'm up to about 2,000, 2,500 maybe. And I say that because they're so small. You know, these single duels are so small as cases. I could probably be up to 2,500 and not know. But I've got some on the shelf, and I know behind my Hit Squad ones that are on the shelf, which, by the way, I don't collect Hit Squad, but I thought I might. It's the only shelf that's organised. I don't know if I did it or somebody else did it in my household, but it's the only sort of shelf that's organised. But behind my Hit Squads there is my Mastertronics one. There's one's called Future Games there, and I really kind of want to get that one out and play it, because I remember quite enjoying Future Games. It's sort of space sports games, like Speedball 2. But that's the whole game. And so, right, what I'm looking for here is kind of those mini game type things that were there, athletics type games. I don't think I've seen any in ages, and nobody's raving about them if they are there. Yeah, it's a challenge, isn't it? I've challenged that one because I don't think you could find that for the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series XX, Triple X, gigantic Phil Spencer's ego device. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a bit. I think that I maybe. I don't know. I don't know whether there might be a bit of passive aggression about Microsoft at the moment with its buying every bloody thing up. I am a little bit. Yeah. This used to come with a comic. If you got the full Double Duel one, it came with a comic. It also came out on that black and pink range from Virgin, which I've got a copy of as well. And it also was, as I say, released in multi-packs. But it isn't a bad game, actually. It's pretty completable, I think, in quite a short length of time. But I think a lot of games were realistically back in the day. If you got an hour out of a game, you did well. Right, here we go. Have a quick coffee. I hope you've got a beverage too. I've got in my Cadbury's milk one after somebody broke my flake mug. I'm really disappointed about broken flake mug. If I find another broken one, if I find another flake mug, I'm getting one, because I just like singing to you. You see, that was what it was. Right, press the key. Keyboard, new defined keys. 4. Up, down, move left, move right, fire, art, quit. Right, so Palace Software. So this is. You're kind of like a little heathenish personage in this. You're like a little savage, and you've got to sort of rescue this sacred Antrid to save your peoples, I believe. I think that's roughly the story. So there I am, but the graphics are fantastic. Look at that blooming graphics. So we need that, and now I can throw stones. Boom. Right. Yes, throwing stones at them is a good thing. There we go, gets rid of the creatures. So we got our stones. And then we got to get energy for our I'm going to... Oh, damn. I'm going to... Energy for our armor, which appears later on. Good, got him. I think I just need to run past this. And that. Did he home in on me? I can't remember. Like Space Invaders. There's the armor. And I need to go in here. And then we can power up the armor when we get into it. I really liked this back in the day. I thought it was a really cool game. I've died. Is that me completely dead? No, I'm not. I'm not completely dead. Just a little relax. How do I run and jump? How do I jump off there? I think that running and jumping would be a thing. How do I jump up there? I just jump straight up. I don't want to jump straight up. I want to... Hang on. Ah! I just got to press the fire. That was stupid. Fire is the jump button. There. And then we can get in the armour. I think I'll stand beside the armour. There you go. I'm now in the armour of Antrid. Alright. Suit activated. Powers up and shows you your health as well. So I can walk around this. Go get in the suit. Press the fire button. Gravity prevents takeoff. Okay, I don't think I've got any power for it though, so... Gravity prevents takeoff. Yeah, okay. I've got to find something else to get it to power up. But that's the Sacred Armour of Antrid, which is fine. We like Sacred Armours. But at least we can see our health now, you see. So that's the important thing. I've got to pick up... So there's like an anti-grav thing, I think, this way. 1 rejuvenation remaining. Look at the graphics on this, though. If you haven't got a copy of Sacred Armour of Antrid for the Spectrum, you are missing out. It really is. It is phenomenally good looking game. And it's really good. And that's energy for your character. Don't need that. There is... I know for a fact... Oh, it's somewhere up here. There's a gravity thing. I don't know whether it's in there. You have your final life. Ah! You have died. Brilliant looking game, though. Fantastic looking game. I highly recommend Sacred Armour Antrid. If you haven't got it, you really need it. I don't know which one's the rarer version. The rare ones are pretty rare with the comic. I got that for about 15 quid. I also probably paid £15, maybe £20 for the pink and sort of black version for from Virgin, the Virgin version of it, the little one. Simply because it's just blooming awesome. All right, I'll be honest, it is blooming awesome. It's a really good game. It's very playable. There's good adventures involved in that one. Definitely worth picking up if you see it. If you see somebody with a copy of it and they're there and you haven't got it, you must add that one to your collection. I just recommend it for the fact that it's actually a decent adventure with a decent sort of thing. I do think though it is only about 20 minutes long before you finish the boss, but it is worth it. I have no idea what this is. SPI. Spy. Well, it looks like we've got a loading thing already, so that's quite a good thing. What's this? Split personalities from Denmark. This is another one of my absolute favourite ones. Split personalities, bit sort of was going to be called Spitting Image. They got into trouble. They had to change its name. It is a puzzle game where you have to move blocks around to make people's faces. I know it sounds really rubbish, but actually, on the size of things, it's actually quite a good looking game. This is Clive up in the top corner. And let's see what we got. We have Alan Sugar with his red face there. Ronald Reagan, Margaret Thatcher. No idea who that is. No idea who these two in the bottom left are. Is that Arthur Scargill or somebody else? And then you've got Charles and Diana. Is that Prince Andrew? No idea. But either way, cracking game, this one. I got the original version where it was called Spitting Image. I got that not long ago. I found somebody was selling a copy for £10. £10, what a steal. So I got the original one from them. And it's just, Spitting Image, what a great programmer. Do you know what? I have a theory about Spitting Image. I think Spitting Image comes back, and I know it's back at the moment, when the world needs satire to tell it that things aren't right. I think that's what happened with back in the day.
It was satire. It was humour. They when the world isn't right, I think it appears, and I think it's appeared recently because the world isn't quite right, and it requires that satire to tell you that it is. It's like being. It's almost like, you know, people do cartoons in sort of in certain newspapers and things like that, and they often reveal what is the truth, but nobody wants to say it out loud. You know, that kind of thing, like the you know, government spending. Where's government spending going at the moment? Well, of course, it's going to war. It's not going to healthcare, which is, you know, not very well at the moment itself. It's not going to schools and education and even buildings. You know, making sure the buildings are correctly set up. No, it's been funneled into two wars that it's interested in at the moment. You know, one in the Ukraine and I guess now one in the Gaza Strip. It is one of those things. But it was, that's what I think Split Personalities is about, or Split Image was about. Split Image is almost like the human, the people of Britain need it. It's a shame it's not on mainstream TV. It's on BritBox, isn't it? It should be on mainstream TV. It should be back in the public eye, and we should be watching it again as a staple of the British sort of psyche, because it really was. When back in the day, you know, Spin Image was a real dig at the various establishments and things that were there. Anyway, but Split Personalities, fantastic sort of game, really good puzzle game. It as I say, they should have let it go with the spitting image, but they didn't. They did it without. So. I've just realised that balloon's on its side. I thought it was a hedgehog, you know. I was looking down the bottom left-hand corner. I thought it was a hedgehog. It's not. It's a deflated balloon. I'm not sure whose that is deflating. Somebody's balloon is farting off into the skyline. Oh, coffee is like the best, isn't it? Love coffee. Of course, it's the witching hour now. You know, it's time when young men you know, have pumpkin spiced lattes, don't they? That's what it is, pumpkin spiced lattes, and other sort of pumpkin related things. I got the office some went to the Greggs the other day and got the office some spooky donuts and some bats, chocolate bats for the office. And the funny thing about the spooky donuts is that they had green goo on the inside. I thought that was brilliant. They went the whole hog, put green goo on the inside as well. So orange things with little sprinkled with whatever it was on the top of it. Right, let's press 5 to start the game and hope the keys are set. Right. Oh no, bombs! You lose life with a bomb. Ah, bombs! 2 bombs. Dead already. Lost another life. Lives are at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Right, okay. So we got Ronnie's hair. It does show you where to go, so it's a little easier that way. Side of his face there. Chuck that down there. Guns. Russia. No. That's his shoulder. We can chuck that at it. Certainly chuck that to the right place. If you chuck it against the sort of I need to chuck that way, up, and throw it out the door before it goes anywhere. Right, okay. That's his shoulder, I can do that. There we go, it's a bit of his shoulder. Tap, button. Bit of his face that goes somewhere down here. Let's throw that there. Russia, US, God bless America. We need to chuck this one. Wait for the door top to shut. And then we can chuck that one there. That one there, it's now in the right place. Let's chuck his hair over there. That one goes down here. That's 2 bits of that there. Of course, his face is in the wrong place, but we can sort that out later. Let's chuck that up there. And then there's a bit of his hair. Flag for the US. Bit of his forehead. Just chuck that away for the moment. There's a bit Alright, let's chuck this over here. Never really liked slidey puzzles, but this game really struck me. I quite like this slidey puzzle. And there you go, there's a little bit on there. It's got his face there. Timer at the bottom, of course, as well, because it wouldn't be done without a timer. There's his bit there. Let's chuck that one there. That's perfect. Top of his hair. Chuck that one away. Chuck that one away. Where's that top corner here where the flag is? Let's get rid of that one. Come on, flag. Let's put this one over here. Love this game. It's a great game. Actually, it's top corner. Boom. There. Nuclear destruction. Yep. Because, of course, the 80s was all about nuclear destruction, wasn't it? Atomic weapons and the world coming to an end. Sadly, that was a state of affairs that we lived through as 80s children, Gen Z, Gen X kids were expecting the world to end, and us to be blown to smithereens by Russian weapons. I guess the scenario is back on the agenda now. Of course, the whole thing. Let's see if we can get his mouth in the right place. His facey bit there. We're getting close now. Boom. Got rid of that. That's his ear. Goes over there. Let's get his ear down here. Let's chuck that there. Perfect, we're almost there. And with a Ronald Reagan himself. There's his hair for over here. Let's get his hair on his head. Boom. In fact, let's chuck that one upwards so that I can drop that hair in the right place. Look. We're in short time here. Let's chuck this one over there. Time's almost up. Let me just shut that door. Boom. Boom. There you go. One down. No time on the clock left. And one life left. Wonderful. Brilliant game. Simple. Mix get the bonuses mixed together correctly, like I did with the thing. USSR and the US gets a little bonus. God bless America. It all disappears back down the bottom there. It's really brilliant. It's a great game. One of my faves. And Margaret Thatcher, the Iron Lady herself. And there's a hammer. And there's a microphone for her, because she was always in front of the microphones. And a great job of destroying the poor old miners, which is not good. But, as a part of the game thing, fine. Like it, good game. The old Union Jack behind it. Union, of course, and the Jack being that it's an actual flag. Because it's actually only called the Union. Most people don't realise that. Right. Pop that there. Pop that there. I like this one. You can hear. The funny thing is about this is you can hear me concentrating on this one. So I'm trying to. I got rid of the bomb fast enough there. Brill. Just sort of concentrating, trying to get this one to work. Stop throwing bombs at me. That's the top of her jacket. And it goes there. Oh God, will you stop throwing bombs at me? Pantsuits. Pantsuits. That's a very 80s thing, wasn't it? A pantsuit. Game over. Yes, but another brilliant game. That's two good ones on this side of the tape. You can't believe that. I can't believe how good that is. Brilliant. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Marvellous. Totally recommend both of those. Worth picking up if you can find them. I don't know if they re-released split personalities. I can't remember if they did. I say there's two versions, Spit Image, and then there was Split Personalities. But there is also a Spit Image game, which is a beat 'em up, which is from history is dreadful. I think I never played the Commodore Amiga version of it. I don't think I played that. Hypersport. There we go. What did I say about things like this? You know, Hypersport being a game that God, I've got sore hands now from that. Just the angle of the pushing those things around is quite difficult. Anyway, but this is one of those games. Lots of multi-games within it. Combat School was another. You know, that had lots of multi-games within them. I quite like Combat School. One of those games that you can see there's dozens of them. You know, like you pick them up for £2 if you want a copy of Combat School. It's not one that you sort of don't see regularly turning up on the whole thing. I have to admit the abundance of Spectrum games is starting to. There's a lot of the budget titles out there, but the actual main sort of, you know, something different and something you might not have seen. The more expensive ones, they all seem to be sort of disappearing now. It seems to be. I would call it quietening down a little bit, you know, sort of becoming less. The availability is kind of reducing significantly of something you might not already have. I mean, as I say, I must have me near to 2,500 Spectrum games, and I think that I struggle sometimes. I always say that. I bought a few things recently. I got Rebel Star Raiders. I got Salamander. What else did I pick up recently? I got a little pile of them the other day that came through. Not massive numbers of them, but Rebel Star Raiders being the big one for me. You know, the fact is, absolutely love the work of Julian Gallop, the chap who did Chaos. And Rebel Star Raiders, one of his early ones, and it's got a rather nice box. Haven't got the instructions for it. I suppose if I really wanted to, I could print them out and put them in it. I probably won't. I'm never going to sell it. This is my collection at the end of the day. I don't. There's nothing I really sell. I'd rather give away to people who if you never got duplicates, I'd rather give them away to people who will swap things or whatever else. I'd rather do that than sell. I suppose I could make quite a collection of money for that. I mean, the funny thing about it is, I'm looking at my collection of things like PlayStation and PlayStation 4 and Xbox One XL Phil Spencer games, and you know, I think to myself, you know, is it worth keeping them nowadays? And the answer to that is probably not. You know, they're not. I don't think you've got really any value to them. The reason I've kept some of them is because they're really good. I bought it to support the developers several times. For instance, on the PlayStation 4, I have The Long Dark, and I bought The Long Dark, even though I'd already bought The Long Dark, and I bought it again because I wanted to support the developer. I've been playing that again recently. I bought their latest update. It was bound to happen. They released the game in 2014, and it's 2023, and they've now finally decided, after all this time, that they're going to do expansion packs or sort of season passes, you know, yearly season passes. And these things are going to cost, you know, a total of sort of £16. And after getting, what I would say, 8 years worth of updates to the game, I think they deserve it at this point. So we're going to go with that. Right, okay. My gut feeling is to joystick this, because joystick's much easier. So let me see if we can get a joystick down. Hang on. You stay there. Oh, cruiser time. It's cruiser time. We'll get the cruiser out. We're going to joystick this. Plug this in. Of course, this is a +2 Spectrum, so what I've got is a little converter cable that basically swaps around the various things that were disconnected. I love the demo for this. I don't think I've ever watched the demo for this. Kind of cool. Come on then. How do we go back to the menu? Oh, there we go. Right, okay. Interface 2, number 4. Here we go. Me. Joffrey Smith, this, of course. Now deceased, unfortunately. Good game. Right. So, swimming first. Go all waggling the joystick. See, waggling the joystick doesn't work anymore, because nobody has joysticks. They all have pads, don't they? So you got to waggle and then breathe when it says breathe. If you don't breathe properly, you end up sort of gasping for breath or sort of flying around the pool. That wasn't bad. That wasn't quite world record, but it certainly took the 3rd place world record there. Very good. I'm sure he's got a name as well. It's like Hypersports Fred or something like that. That's what his name is. Very good. So yeah, these kind of games don't exist nowadays. Right. Okay. So this is shooty job, left and right. Shoot it. Yeah, you just have to qualify. I did there. Big smiles his face. I get another try now. Kind of like this one, the game, part of the game. So you press left and right. Your targets get bigger the more you hit, and then it'll fire one across that's really fast, and you can't bloody hit it. It makes it harder if you miss because the targets get smaller. That was rubbish. Boo. So you basically have to be right first time round. Me concentrating there just would have qualified with that one. Yeah, just qualification on that one. Okay. Now it's the... What are we doing? Long jump? Something like that. Full speed ahead. Gently does it. Jump too soon. It's not long jump. It's the horse thing. I can't remember what it's called. The vault. That's it. The vault. We're vaulting. Oh damn. That was rubbish. I don't know what you meant to do when you hit the thing. I think you've got to hold the fire button down. There's something you have to do when you get onto the vault itself. There's some... No, that's me jumping off it. I just need to bounce on my head. I at least got more points for style for using my head there. Game over. Yes, I can't remember how you play it. Can't remember what the other games are as well. But anyway, brilliant game. Another fantastic game there. Jonathan Smith, of course, his name back to front there, was responsible for Pud Pud. I think that was his first game, wasn't it? It was like 16 or something like that. Sold Pud Pud to Ocean, wasn't it? Ocean got Pud Pud. Anyway, right, okay. Down here. I'm on a proper nostalgia trip today, to be honest with you, with these things. Nice nostalgia. There's nothing wrong with a bit of nostalgia. Everybody loves nostalgia. That's the beauty of something like as simple as loading the Spectrum tape. There is nostalgia. I reckon you filled the room with a bunch of 50-year-olds from the UK, and we were all stuck in a room, and somebody played the sound of a Spectrum load, and I bet you 90% of the people in the room will remember that sound and remember what it was. You know, it's like, what is that sound? This. Samantha Fox strip poker. That's what this will be. Good old Sam Fox. Digital boobies just for us. They don't even have page 3 anymore, do they? They killed it. It doesn't exist anymore. Sam Fox would probably still be working in Tesco now if she hadn't done. I'm not saying that they've got OnlyFans, don't they? That's the replacement now. So she'd probably be on OnlyFans, wouldn't she? That's what they've replaced it with. As Louis Theroux said a couple of weeks ago when I was at that conference, he said everybody's on OnlyFans, aren't they? In fact, that was his way in when he looked into the sex industry and spent time in the sex industry, understanding the community and around that. He had his producers take Polaroids and in nude, and whenever the people would sort of lock him out of the conversations or whatever else, he used to produce these 3 Polaroids of him and say, "Look, that's me in the nude." At which point it opened doors for him within the whole thing, because obviously that's what they do. Professional performers taking their clothes off. And he used to bring out these 3 Polaroids of himself and he said, I don't know why there was 3 though, because it was like his producer did one from the front, one from the side, and one from the back. I guess it was like a portfolio for an adult entertainer, as a front, back, and sides. But anyway, so he used to pull those out and show them to them. He says he doesn't know where they've gone to now though. So probably hangs on to them just in case he needs to get in the adult industry again. But his comment then was, of course, everybody has an OnlyFans nowadays, so we're all adult entertainers. It's probably what Sam Fox would have done. Probably wouldn't have got a Spectrum game though as a result. In fact, it would probably be very difficult to choose one of the many sort of people that were out there for a Spectrum game. There's a great uploading screen. I'm going to put that up as one of the pictures this week. If you see it on Twitter, it'll be there before Twitter becomes a pay only for an exclusive pay only club for Elon and himself. But as soon as it becomes that, nobody's going to pay. New users paying, even if it's just $1. Come on. No other social media platform makes its users pay like that for it. Nobody at all. You could move to Threads for free. And the way you make your money is from advertising. So you've done something bad to it if you can't manage the advertising. Because advertising's falling through the floor, isn't it? So just a bad thing. Just a bad thing. Right, a little bit of coffee. A wee bit of lubrication there. This is a good one. This is a good take, this. I'm quite pleased with this one. We're only about halfway through. We've done rather well so far. I will admit we've done rather well. I love the text writing on that. So that strip poker, by the way, it's like every neon light ever, isn't it, for that kind of thing? Strip poker, girls, or whatever else it is. What's the keys? She raises 4. Okay. Well, how do I bet? Pass. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. She basically came in a woolly jacket that day, by the way. Look at this. It's like she's got a scarf and everything on. Right, okay, hang on. What do I do? Press buttons. What buttons do I press? No, I don't want to pass. I don't want to fold. What are the keys for? I don't even know what the keys are. I'm going to Google them. We've got to Google them because I don't know what the keys are because I can't. We're never going to get a top off. It's not going to happen. But Sam Fox strip. I'm typing this into Google. I shouldn't do this. No safe search on. No, careful now. No safe search. Keys. And I forgot to jump straight into the game. I thought you got a little bit more time on it than that. What are the keys? What are the keys? Show me the keys. Don't tell me the reviews. I want the keyboard. Controls. What are the controls? Ongoing and crash. Spectrum. Well, the Spectrum. I'll have to do. Let's have a look at the keys. Where are the keys? Wow. That's interesting. Spectrum Computing's now hosting all the pictures for it. It just tells you a lot about the world of Spectrum, doesn't it? It seems to be falling apart. Right, okay, so what keys do I press? What are the keys? Yeah, I know what hands are in poker. I know what they are. Press 1, 2, 3, 4. So what keys am I pressing though? I think I press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, okay. Alright, okay. So I've got whatever else it is. So I want to check. No, it's not. Those aren't the keys. Hang on, what are the keys? It doesn't tell you the bloody keys. She's going to get upset again. Call. Check. Pass. Anything. Push a button. Oh, come on. It's going to pass. Right, I didn't ask to pass. I didn't want to do that. Let's do... I'm set to pass. I don't want to pass. Well, she's going to win by default by cheating here. I'm literally pressing every key on the keyboard and I can't get anything to happen. Well, Sam, you win. Oh, hang on. Space. Call. Raise. Pass. Let's just call. Thank you. Oh, bloody hell. That was a bit of a faff, wasn't it? Spacebar. That's the only button involved in this, is a space. Can you believe it? Right. You can do check. Bet. I'm going to bet 5. There you go. She's going to raise 10. I'm going to raise 10 as well. There you go. Keep going. See if you've got the bottle for it. She's thinking. Gonna raise another 10. Oh, it's exciting. She's gonna call for 5. Go on then. Call. I've got a crap hand. I've got no way of winning this. I just need to go with the. She's just checking, so she's worried that she's overstayed her whatever else. I'm not checking. I'm betting. Go for it. See if she'll bet. See if she'll call it. See if she'll bottle it. Pass. She's raising 20. Oh, she's not falling from a bluff. Got a rubbish hand there. I'm gonna raise it another 20. Come on. She's going to call for 10. She's won. If she's got a pair or anything, she's won. And that wasn't an innuendo, by the way. Oh, God, 7 cards. I'm raising it. This pot's enormous. Let's call him. And 7 cards, that's it. I've got nothing, by the way, in my hand. Nothing at all, by the way. Nothing. This is getting silly. Oh, I passed accidentally. Yeah, you can just wear all your clothes for the next week. There we go. It's fine. Not interested. Let's carry on. It's not as good as the other strip poker, but I've got one called Animated Strip Poker, which was sent to me by Daryl, who watches the channel, and Daryl sent me that, and it was. And do you know what? I think it's popped up at least once, twice. It's pretty good actually. That one. It's much. I do prefer that one. A little easier to win. The controls are a bit more simple, but that was just annoying more than anything else. Right. Okay. Let's see what else we've got on this tape. Been good so far, so it can only just get better, can't it? Things can only get better. What was that from? Who was that? Sang that? Can't remember now. Can't remember. 7 cards. This could be it, actually. No, I don't think it was. I think it was there was a singer. Yeah, they did, yeah, too. My wife's helping out with the Things Can Only Get Better song. I can't remember who sang that. I'm going to have to Google it. I'm going to Google it. No, I'm going to let you tell me in the comments below. And you're all going to go, I don't know. No idea. 7. This could be 7 card. This could be the one I was talking about. Another poker game. Don't get many of these nowadays either. It's all like, if you want to play poker, play for real. Use your own money. I used to quite like playing DS Casino, because that had Texas Hold'em poker on it. It was quite good, to be honest with you. I quite like playing that version. Well, this looks like we've got another version of poker. I hope it's not spacebar and enter again, because that was rubbish. 7 Card Stud by Martech. We've got lots of Martech games today. Not played this one. Don't think, anyway. Well, because Martech were responsible for that last one, weren't they? Responsible for the Sam Fox strip poker. Oh, didn't she become a bartender or something like that? This is weird things, wasn't she? She's got a band as well. Musical band. Oh yeah, and as my wife just pointed out, she's married to a woman as well. So. There's an irony in that, I suppose. Spent all time in those magazines, all those books, and showing off for those people looking at page 3. To be oh, the same music. Unavailable, I guess. Anyway, right. Is this gonna be the same bloody keys? It is. It's gonna be the same bloody keys. Right. I've got a reasonable hand there. Let's go for it. So Pat's on call Sam. This is me. My turn. Oh, right, call. The controls are the same. Spacebar and then enter. Sam's thinking about he's going to raise 4, is he? I'm going to call. Oh, wow. King, Queen, Jack. I'm going to call. 2 jacks. I've at least got a pair. Gonna check. Gonna bet. Of course he is. Gonna call for 10. I've got a pair so far and an ace high. Come on then. And a 4. That's going to help me. No end at all. Check. See who's betting. I want to call because I want to see your hand. He got the money because he had 2 pairs. 2 kings and 2 nines and an ace. That was his high. Mine was 2 jacks, ace, queen, 7. So they must have done this one before they did the previous one, and then done the other bits and pieces. Done another one. It's not bad. I mean, it's poker. It's best hand out of 7 cards because it's 7 card stud. So you basically see 4 of the cards that the other people have got to make a guess, and then you have best sort of the best 5 cards out of a hand of 7 basically. So it's all right. I will call. Doesn't make any better for me. I'll check. Check. Go on, check as well, please. Right, get a bet. That's fine. Cool. Not sure about the controls. The controls are a bit rough. Ooh. I'm gonna check, and we're gonna play a little bit of a game here because I've got two. I've got kings now. I've got two kings. Let's raise 20. See if you go for it. Gonna think I've got aces and kings, by the way, based on this. And it's gonna raise all the same. Thinks it's got a good hand. I'm gonna raise again. Come on then. See if you've got the bottle for it. Gonna call for 10, I knew it would. Okay. Oh sugar, it's got two. It's got three queens. I'm gonna raise a 20. We'll go for it. We'll see what happens. It's racing as well. Let's call for 10. See what it's got. One more card over to my side. Another king, please, would be nice. 2. I've got 2 pair. Call for 10. Whoa! Full house. 3 tens, 2 queens. I had 2. If I had another 2, I'd have won on that because I'd have had the kings as high. But I hadn't. Ah, well. That's pretty good, that. What's on demo now? Oh, right. If you press spacebar, that question thing, you can have demo. What happens if you do select? Oh, you can choose the names. Ah, I can choose who they are. Alright, that's quite good. Quite like that. That's not too bad, actually. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. If I see that one knocking around, I'll probably pick that one up, just because it's not actually a bad poker game. It's been a while since I played 7 card, though. It's usually Texas Hold'em nowadays, 5 cards on the river and all this kind of stuff. So, sorry, the river in the centre being the 5 cards, basically, that you get the best hand out of. Which is interesting, which makes life, I think the odds are more interesting with those ones, because that means everybody's used sharing the central cards instead of, you can kind of count from that who's got what cards are there. Transmuter, a game from... Ooh, Codemasters, I think. And probably won't find this on PlayZX. Probably not. If we need it, we probably won't find it on there. It's not going to be one that's going to be there. No, it's not. That's not looking like a good one. Looks like it's a sicky one, and I haven't got the stuff out to put it in another tape deck. Hang on, I need to go get it. You stay there. I'll be back in a second. Tape error. 1 second. Just running. Got to get the bits. Get them. Oh, bugger. Dropped it. Got it. Running all the way. I'm back here. I'm back. You just stay there. You still there? You haven't run away, have you? Go and watch television or something like that in another room. It's like the football's on. You've got to be watching this. Right, okay, let's push the button. Do this. Push this button in there like that. Push the play button there. Let's push the load dit on here. Let's push the play on there. Hopefully can survive a little longer. No, there's something not quite right there with that one. Let's see if I can find it on PlayZX. I think Transmuter is probably going to be unlikely, just because I think it's Codemasters, and I think Codemasters. Well, we all know that Codemasters are pretty. Oh, they've updated PlayZX. Oh, how lovely. Muter. Muter? Spell muter right, not transmitter. Transmuter. No, it's not there. There's loads of other trans something or other. Transformers. Transmat. Transylvania Tower. What else have we got on here? Pennine Express. Trans Express. Transatlantic Balloon. Well, no, we're not going to get that one to load, I'm afraid. So let's try. No, let's move on. We've got plenty that'll work. So let's move on. I will try and find a copy of that game some other time, and we'll try it. I believe it was a shoot 'em up. It was an alright shoot 'em up. It was definitely Codemasters that did that one. But yeah, if it's not going to load, we're gonna move on. Transmuter. I don't think I've actually. I must have played it. I'm sure I have. Definitely got it. Must be the loading screen for it. The loading screen. Sorry, I moved my head away from the thing there. Yeah, loading. We got loads of tape to go, so don't you worry. So nice to have. It's so nice to actually have a tape that does a lot of loading on instead of none at all. I did try PlayZX there. I noticed they updated it though. Anybody else notice that? I'm not sure I like it. Mind you, the old design was the UI wasn't brilliant. I wonder, does anybody know who it is? It must be somebody in our Spectrum community that we know. Lovely person in the community. Loading data there. There's space. That sounds good. Nice bit of air. An air gap there. So this sounds like our next game. Splat Fight. Oh, Splat Fighter. One of my favourite, very, very difficult arcade games. I don't know why this game just grabs me as a I had this on. I never even played the arcade version, but I played the Spectrum version, and I was really quite obsessed by this one. It's a really tough shooter. It works, and it's all monochrome, and it doesn't work. The fact that the bullets are black and white, means you can't see them coming. It's difficult to see, but you have to power up your ship as you go along. So you build. So basically, you've got your ship. You're shooting along as you go. And then you build up, add things on, so you can choose what you have. It's a bit like Darius, is it? Possibly. Yeah, Gladius, stroke Salamander, stroke Nemesis. But instead of going horizontally, it goes vertically. So it's a vertical shooter. It's in the arcade. It's called Alcon. Instead of Slap Fight, which I actually think Slap Fight's a funnier name, to be honest with you, but it's called Alcon in the arcade. There is a remake being made for the Amstrad CPC at the moment. I don't know if it's actually been finished. I think it may be. I think it was Alcon 2020, and it's been re-released. It's almost arcade perfect in that release. The game itself is just a lot of fun. If you look on the channel, you'll find a comparison. I was doing these like Spectrum versus Commodore versus whatever else it's versions of games, and this is one of those kind of games that I don't know. It's Taito as well. It's not even like one of what I would call the big shooter people. Capcom was a big shooter person. I don't ever think of Taito as being a big sort of shooter type place, but Slap Fight is just one of those really nice, simple but frustrating shooters. I really do like this one. Yeah, good one to get. Quite pleased that this one's on here. Quite expensive now though. I think it's about, and I know you got to remember all his prices are based on when this video was out. So nowadays you're talking £15 to £20 for this game. I would say it's not a cheap one. Not the box one. I think it came out as a re-release though for Hit Squad. I think it's more expensive on Hit Squad though than it is on the original double jewel case from Imagine. It's a nice one to have though. I've got a copy of it. It's really good. It looks beautiful. Doesn't load. Well, it does. The other version of it loads, but this the version I've got in the double case doesn't load. This is where I come back though to the original theory about this. I mean, if you can re-put the loader back on again, so say you can load it from PlayZX, theoretically you can play the ZX back, re-record it over the top of it, and technically it's still the same game. But is that reproduction then? You know, is that you kind of cheating because you want it loaded from the original tape? Don't know. But if you've got a tape that doesn't work at all, is that wrong? I don't know. I suppose you probably ought to say that it's been re-recorded if you were doing it. So re-recorded from the original to back to the tape deck. I suppose you'd probably have to say that if you were going to try and sell it. Not that it should make a difference, because it should just blooming work, because, you know, it is possible to do so. I know, I experimented, it does work. It does work. It's just basically almost doing tape to tape, but from a perfect copy, so it's near genuine in that sense. Anyway, coffee. While this is loading, it's the last 2 seconds. Oh. Right, well I've got my Sinclair joystick in already, so that's even better. And the spacebar gets me to choose. You see on the left-hand side you've got speed, shot, side, wings. Get big wings later. Homing missiles, shields, bombs, and all this kind of stuff. Very cool. 4. So we shoot these, collect these stars, and I press spacebar, get more speed. I don't like to go any faster than the one I've got speed-wise now, because it gets bad. But you see the bullets are really small and irritating. Very small and irritating. Side shot, please. That helps. Right, 2 of them. Don't need any more side shot. Bombs. Got me. Alright, cruiser joystick, brilliant for this kind of game. Damn, bullets are so small, so dark against this background. It's really hard to say. One of those. But not too many. Damn, flew into the bullet. Yeah, okay. Oh no, I don't want shot because I've already got shot. I used to really love this. Because funnily enough, the levels are pretty accurate to the arcade. It's just there's no colour. Which is a shame, because it is a blooming brilliant little game. It's a good shooter, and they're few and far between good shooters, realistically. Sometimes somebody had put on the Clive's Retro Bar a game called Ikaruga, which is basically where you swap between being a white ship and black ship, but only white bullets can destroy the black ship, and black bullets can kill the white ship. And it's a clever sort of skit on not skits, clever kind of play on the. I'm gonna have another go quickly, and a clever kind of play on the side. Clever kind of play on the play on the oh god, I'm doing badly here. Kind of clever play on the sort of shoot 'em up, adding a different level to it, sort of powering up shields or whatever else it is. This doesn't. I don't think this adds really much to the genre, but it's just very. It's what you would call it's not bullet hell, but it's extremely tough. It's not simple. It doesn't want to be your friend. It's not going to hold your hand. And I mean, it literally, this first level is just demonstrating how tough it wants to be and how tough it will be. And you know, the fact that I missed that guy there and let him get away basically left me dead straight away, and I'm dead. I'm already dead. So yeah, tough game, that one. So, but I do have a love. I have a love for slap fight for no particular reason, on the fact that I just like the style of it. It's quite a good little shooter. Right, okay, let's see what else we've got on this tape. It's been a good tape, actually. Actually, you've got to give the credit for a good tape, this one. Lots of nice things on here. Lots of lovely loading things, apart from Transmuter, which is a bit of a sad thing that it didn't happen. But well, you know, if you played that before, put it in the comments below. I'm sure it's a shoot 'em up. If I'm wrong, put it in the comments because I'd like to know. And no idea whether it is or it isn't, but it would be nice to know whether I know something, maybe. Oh, there's a gap there and went straight into loading. So somebody's overwritten this tape with these other things. That's fine. Let's fast forward and see whether or not we find something else that was previously on this tape. I like that. I like it when they've overwritten them sometimes. This is a sniff of something exciting afterwards. Something tasty. A little morsel of goodness. Maybe a bit of history, a bit of voices from the past. Nothing so far. Okay. Let's rewind a bit. Fast forward a bit here. Might have hit our end there. Inadvertently. Not a bad one to end on, though. Quiet thus far. Not even a ghost. No white noise there. No pulse. A strange VHS thing. If you've ever seen that VHS series, pretty nasty that. If you want a horror movie. We're coming up to Halloween shortly, actually. I suppose I better do something Halloween-y. Maybe. I think we're done. Oh, silence there. I think we're done. I think. Strangely, we've had a really good set of loading, apart from that one Transmuter one. If I can see Transmuter, if I can see it above me, I'll try and put it on. Hang on a second. No, I can't quite see it. I'm looking. No, hang on. I'll just let me look behind one case here. Well, let's try to look to see if there's something on the tape. Hang on. No, still looking. Still looking. Nope, can't see it there. Nope, not there. Not that one. No. No, buried in the back. Buried at the back somewhere, I think. Sadly. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. That is a shame, but at the same time, I'm quite pleased. That was quite a good tape. That was really, really good. So remember, you've still got a choice between what you'd like to I'm still fast forwarding it, by the way, just in case. There's quite a lot of tape left there. Nothing so far. Remember though, you've got a choice between that Karate Aces or Game Set and Match. I'll accept entries on this video as well in the comments, or I'll also add up the ones in the original volume 1 this month, or this season, should I say. I love the fact that somebody put in it series. Yes, I know, I get it. I don't know. I just used the word season. It stays seasoned. Series. It is a series, I suppose. I suppose season's only if you've got a season. Maybe it's just the season of the spectrum for all you know. Personage. It's still quiet on the Western Front, as they say. It's all quiet. We haven't even got any ghosts of the past. There's no little Johnny on here saying how much he loves Dixon's and their quality recording products, and how many games he's stolen as part of his vast piracy ring. Wow. No, it's that, I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen, is this tape. Anyway, yeah, let me know in the comments below, and we'll go from there. And I'll see you next week. Please feel free to like, subscribe, share, do whatever else you like with it, because it was fun, and I enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed it too. And I'll see you soon.